What's going on, everyone? MikeO back with another recent pickup video showing off a selection of stuff that I've picked up over the last couple weeks. Pretty typical video, going to be mostly baseball and going to be a lot of variety. We're going to have some vintage, we'll have some modern. There, of course, will be a lot of Phillies, but not all Phillies. Some Hall of Famers, some guys who are just darn good ball players, but should be a lot of fun. Raw stuff, slab stuff. Kind of do it all, collect it all. It's a lot of fun. Definitely excited that baseball season is continuing to roll along pretty well. Almost a full month into the season. So if this were last year, we'd be almost halfway through. So thankfully, we have 162 games to look forward to this year. But still a great sport. Ups and downs, especially when you're rooting for certain teams. Definitely going to be mixed results sometimes, but a lot of young players have an incredible season. So baseball is a ton of fun to watch, and it's also a ton of fun to collect. So let's get into it, and I'll start showing off some cards I picked up. So we'll start with some of the raw stuff. We've got a Turn Back the Clock Topps Now card. Topps does these cards, and I don't pick up many of them. Generally speaking, I pick up the Phillies that they make on occasion, which is pretty much been Carlton and Mike Schmidt. But they did this Hank Aaron card, and just always loved this image. And it was celebrating that 715th home run. So pick this one up. Typically, I do end up buying these on eBay. And the best time to buy them on eBay is when they drop from Topps. Because the guys who buy in bulk, they resell them, and typically they're just trying to make sure a bunch of them get moved. They'll get certain prices on some of them. If they have a few left over, they'll jack the prices up a little bit. But usually you can get these for $5.25 to $5.75 shipped, so not too bad. So pick that one up. Cool card for the Hank Aaron collection. Topps Allen Ginter Chrome. Still working on the Phillies refractor set, so I had to pick up the Gene Segura. Probably my least favorite of the Phillies they produced in this set, but still a gorgeous card. And he's actually was having a very solid year, hitting very well before straining his quad about a week ago or so. But the Ginter Chrome refractors are beautiful, so happy to pick that one up. This was a recent eBay purchase, definitely a little off-centered, a little more off-center than I prefer, but Bryce Harper red refractor from 2021 Topps Heritage. That one is numbered to 372. Hopefully Harper's okay. I know he put out a video and said he was all right, but if you guys were watching last night, took a pitch off the face, 97 miles per hour, hit him in the cheek. He was kind of moving out of the way, so I don't think it was as bad of an impact as it could have been, but still scary situation. Pitcher was out of control wild, hit Harper in the face on one pitch. Second pitch, hit Didi Gregorius in the back of the ribs. So, and then of course you had the umpires warning both teams, which is, I know they have to make a warning, but kind of ridiculous that it puts the Phils at a huge disadvantage. And obviously whatever team would be in that situation, you lose your best player to getting hit in the face, which could, thankfully doesn't look like it's going to be a major problem, but it's type of situation that could end a career, end a season. And then you lose another player. Well, you didn't lose him, but he still took a shot off the ribs. And you get a warning, which, is going to make your pitchers more timid and stuff. So there's definitely something in baseball that they got to do something. Maybe you warn the Cardinals pitcher, or you warn the Cardinals in general. But the team that just took the two beatings, shouldn't be put at that disadvantage. But, we've seen it time and time again. It's happened to every team in baseball. So not a specific complaint about that situation, just an oddity. And it's kind of hard to control, I guess. All right, next pickup. This was an eBay purchase. It's an Alec Boehm rookie from 2021 Inception. Inception's always a gorgeous looking card. Their base cards, their parallels all look great. Their autographs are cool too. Just a product that even 2 years ago, when you could get them for $50 a box, was a rough break. You usually get like 6 to 8 cards, including one autograph, and the autograph checklist is pretty vast and not necessarily super deep. So I don't know how people are breaking these at $170 a box. I think you're way better off paying, maybe even overpaying for an autograph you want and then buying some singles. But the Bohm's pretty nice. Really cool card there, so pick that up. Picked up a couple Brady's from fellow YouTuber Breeze and Oints. Big Drew Brees fan. Rich, appreciate you reaching out on these. Couple 2002 Brady's. This is from, what is it called? It's called Donner's Classics. So picked them up. He was moving some stuff, so figured I'd help him out and don't mind adding them to the collection. Back to some Ginter Chrome stuff. Here's a Mike Schmidt gold refractor. Happy to pick that one up. The gold refractors are numbered to 50. So, cool Hall of Fame addition to the collection. And to the Phillies collection and to the Ginter refractor run. Bryce Harper green. So the parallels they did this year, the regular refractors are gorgeous. The gold are awesome. The orange are pretty nice. The red are awesome, but pretty rare. And then they have superfractors, of course. The green is the one that, to me, could have done without. But so I'll pick them up if I get them at the right price. And I was able to win this one at auction. But I definitely don't go crazy trying to pick up the green refractors. The 2021 Ginter Chrome set, there will be the addition of a blue refractor, which I think is a little better than green for sure. All right, some 54 tops. These are from a set break. I jumped in, just couldn't resist jumping in that set break, taking a chance on landing the amazing Hank Aaron rookie, which of course I did not. Didn't hit any big time cards, but I never mind just adding vintage to the collection. So here's a Frank Smith, the old school Reds logo. Bob Oldis, the Washington Senators. Stu Miller for the Cardinals. Cott Deal for the Cardinals. That one's a little rough. Joe Haynes, coach for the Washington Senators. And a bonus they throw in, Dick Brodkowski for the Red Sox. So appreciate that. Here's a sweet raw pickup. Fence Busters, Hank Aaron, Ed Matthews. I do already have this card, but was able to win it at what I thought was a fair price. And it's a cool card. I love to get these slabbed, but nowadays I might just hold on to it for now as is. It's the type of card, and it definitely has some centering issues for sure, but overall not too bad. That just looks great. I mean, SGC would be my number one choice for sure for vintage, but at the current price, not necessarily worth it because it wouldn't really be a high-grade card, so it's one of those that you have to kind of think, if you really need it slabbed to the collection. PSA would be another option, but right now they're closed. I'm not willing to wait a year and a half to get a card back, and by the time they do open, I suspect their price will be a little higher than it currently is for vintage. And CSG, I guess I would consider, especially with the green in this card, but they've actually been really bad lately. They're getting very far behind, and I suspect that card would take 6 to 8 months to come back, best case scenario. And with their recent price hikes, and if you wanted to get the subgrades to make the label look a little better, you're looking already at least the $20 range minimum. So, and Beckett, HEA, and GMA are not options for vintage cards in any way, shape, or form. Slab pickup. Bought this one with eBay bucks. Didn't even know this card existed for the longest time, and recently came across a couple of them. It's a 2009 SP Authentic Pedro Martinez in a Gem Mint 10. Not that I needed this card in a Gem 10, but I thought the price was pretty fair. Used eBay bucks, didn't really cost me anything, and it's a gorgeous card. Upper Deck, when they came out in '89, was amazing. Some of their early 90s sets are really cool. But I really, as the years went on, the mid to late 90s, wasn't a huge fan of Upper Deck base sets. But their SP Authentic line is always sensational looking, just great looking cards. Look how clean that card looks. The image really pops with the white around it. So would love to see Upper Deck come back someday with the SP Authentic line. Given the chance, but that's going to be up to the major sports out there, whether they want to continue this exclusive licensing, which I don't necessarily think is the greatest thing, but it's the way things are right now. But that is an amazing looking card, so super cool to get a Pedro in a Phil's uniform. And another eBay Bucks deal. Picked up this 2013 Topps Allen and Ginter Frank Thomas PSA DNA certified auto. So the Big Hurt, all-time great, Hall of Famer, awesome looking card, sweet signature that pops, and in that authentic slab from PSA DNA. So super happy to add that one. Very cool card there. So a rare Ginter edition of the collection. Not that I don't want to pick up Ginter autos, but the prices spiked a bit. I mean, you can find some slabbed ones at okay prices sometimes, but I was able in the past to pick up a bunch of from the Archive Signature Series edition, and those prices have spiked a lot, mostly due to the increased prices of breaking. All right, we got some slabs. We got one PSA, and then we got some SGCs. Clemente, 1963 Jello hand cut. Definitely a little bit of a beat one. Got a mark there, got a mark there. It's a PSA 2. But anytime you can pick up a Clemente at a reasonable price, I mean, how can you turn it down? So, sweet one there. And then some SGC slabs, some Tux pickups. Definitely always seeking out the SGC slabs. They're fantastic at grading. They're very consistent. And if you can get them at a reasonable price, less than PSA, that's the move to make. If you're a collector, if you're a knowledgeable collector, they are an incredible option. So here's a 1998 Flair Showcase Peyton Manning, row 2. It's only an 8, so not a great grade, but it's a card that pops, it shines, and, well, my Peyton Manning rookie collection is non-existent. It was pretty stellar back in 98 and, those early 2000s. And then, well, one of those many mistakes most of us make at some point during our collecting days. Well, it's not here anymore, so I picked that one up. That was cool. Here's another classic. Again, only an 8, but very reasonable price. 1992 Bowman Mike Piazza in that classic catching pose. So, cool card there. Happy to add that one. And then some just lower graded, cheaper, super affordable vintage 1959 Bobby Shantz. Love to collect Bobby Shantz. This is featured him in a Yankees uni. It's in an SGC 4. These cards were only a couple bucks a piece, so I mean, can't even get them graded for that price anymore, so it's like a no doubt about it. Joe Cope in a 5. Cool vintage Phillies card. John Roseborough in a 5. And then a few football. Just love the old school Bowman. 1950 Bowman. George Taliaferro in a 3.5. And Vic Sears in a 5.5. So 50 Bowman, super sweet. I mean, that's a pretty clean card. So happy to be able to add them. I think the football ones only cost me, I want to say, less than $5 a piece. So, like I said, cannot go wrong with that at all. Well, that's how you can go wrong, is by smacking your cards around, but thankfully protected. All right, so last pickup is a 1989 Perez Steel Ray Dandridge PSA DNA certified authentic, and just a beautiful card, postcard sized, numbered to 10,000, so there's a lot of them out there. But the Perez Steels are gorgeous, just incredible work. I mean, just check out the image. It's awesome. Nice clean auto. I know Mike Baseball Collector has an incredible collection of these Perez Steels. Not sure if he has Dandridge offhand, but I mean, that was another one. Cost about $20. Can't turn it down. I mean, that's just a gorgeous piece to add to the collection, to help diversify the collection. Dandridge, a Hall of Famer, of course, because he was in the Perez Steel. Unfortunately, never had the opportunity to play in the majors, but would have been nice to see him get at least a cup of coffee there, even though he was a little older by the time that would have been possible. But hell of a ball player, and there's a lot of great stories you can read about him and his travels around between the Negro Leagues and the Mexican League, and then back to the Negro Leagues, and played some, bounced around a lot towards the end of his career, did some managing as well. So cool piece, a lot of nice additions. So the big time baseball fans out there, I'm sure you enjoyed the variety of super new stuff and super old stuff, and had fun picking it up, had fun sharing, had a blast sharing it with you, and appreciate hearing your thoughts down below. And I hope everyone out there has a great one. See ya.